What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another episode of Post Credits Podcast, a show where we are lucky enough to talk about movies with you. This is episode 76.
This.
Right here, right now.
You guys keep me on my toes, I will say. Recorded on Sunday, April 6th, 2026, to get posted to services on Tuesday, April 8th, 2026, the usual spots: Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, Podbean, and then YouTube, as Roger says. If you're listening to us on an audio-only version, feel free to come on over to YouTube. Check us out there as well. You can watch full episodes. Everything is time-coded out. You can click on the segments you want to see and not watch what you don't want to watch. It's all there. We try to snip out some interesting segments also. Whatever you do, like and subscribe. However you choose to enjoy our content, thank you very much. Also, send us an email to postcreditspodcastc@gmail.com. Chris will be monitoring that email. Whatever hate you want to send our way, Chris will read it and respond. Be careful. He has responding rights to that. I am one of your hosts, Grayson Maxwell. Joining me as I do every week, we are back, the three of us, my co-hosts Roger Stillian and Chris Bond, the lovely. They have good facial hair today, guys. I do not, but you guys do.
Yeah,
I will say.
Some things never change, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Things never change.
I'm cleaned
What's
up
going
now.
on, gentlemen?
Good.
How are we this week? What's going on? We're
it's
recording
Easter
on Easter.
Sunday.
It's Easter.
Sunday.
I've abandoned my family, and my family will do the Easter
Good.
with you guys.
Good.
So,
Good.
there's
We have
that.
Fine.
just buried the lead on that one. Gee, Easter Sunday. We hope everyone's had a very safe, a very fun Easter day. Also, all those who celebrate. And would you
If
guys
you don't,
love?
happy Sunday to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, either way.
Happy normal Sunday if you don't. But do you guys love the temperature drop from yesterday to today?
Well, that it was like legit 80 in the mid 80s yesterday.
It was 80
and
sunny,
it's like
perfect day.
45 degrees
Yeah,
outside.
and
right
cloudy. Like it
Yeah.
took a nosedive, but
Yeah.
it's very much March, April for us. Yeah. We're supposed to get some snow. I think I saw that forecast.
No, we're done with
No,
that.
I'm not pulling your leg. I think I saw flurries forecast.
No, I'm just
for-
denying it from
Oh,
its
fair.
existence. Yeah, I'm not going to let that manifest. Are you
Well,
kidding me?
fair enough. What's going on this week, guys? How are we? Chris, you have returned.
I have.
Were you? Did
What happened
Did
to me
you
last
have
week?
a good time living out your dreams as an Olympic water skier? Not even like a cool
Oh, yeah.
skier.
Did you hear about that?
Oh, no. Yeah.
Yeah, so
You were a water skier.
You were training to be an Olympic skier.
Okay, yeah.
With a caveat of only for water skiing, to be one of the guys that are on the bottom of the,
The bottom.
pyramid of the stack of people.
You're holding it.
trying to
I was hyper successful
work
at that. Yeah,
yourself.
no, that's good.
Well,
Yeah.
Chris, we're glad you followed your dreams.
Yeah, of course.
Super happy for
Turns
you.
out I can't cut it there, so here I am. You know
Fair
what I mean?
enough. We had that. We were wishing you all the best, and all of our listeners are sending you all the
I
best.
no longer
vibes.
have to wish you the best.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Wish
you
you
can just
only-
go back to
I
you.
wish you only mediocre.
all of our 7 listeners were wishing you the best.
Good.
And shout out to David and Mackenzie again.
Again? All
Yeah,
right.
why
wow.
not?
Shout out
Yeah.
David
Well, we know
Mackenzie.
they listen. All right.
David Kenzie.
Mm,
True.
indeed. What else is going on? Roger, what about you?
You
You're
know,
wearing your Mario shirt today.
I am wearing my Mario shirt
am
because it
not.
is you're wearing an Adidas shirt, which is unsponsored.
Not Mario.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Should I tape this up?
You just take it off.
Sit there shirtless.
Yeah.
No.
But don't acknowledge it. Just take it off and just continue the show as normal.
You just act like nothing happened. Just walk out of the screen, come back shirtless, and just sit down. I don't know, man. What happened for me this week? Not a whole lot. Been busy with my job, doing a lot of the actual work stuff, which is honestly pretty lame. If we're just gonna lay that out there. I watched Alien, the original.
All right.
It's on rotation right now on
Do you feel
HBO.
bad that you shunned it?
No, I stand by everything I've said about any movie I've ever made a comment on.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very
Yeah.
much. Okay.
You know,
But it's
Alien-
good.
Alien's a fine movie.
Yeah. I watched something else too. I rewatched Dune Part 1. I got Part 2 fired up. I'm doing it because I'm still perturbed about Grayson believing that the first Terminator is better than either of the Dunes.
I believe it is.
So-
I will hold
So
to that.
I'm on a journey to watch both Dunes, and then I'm going to fire up Terminator 1 and 2 as well and rewatch them. And I'll come back with an official.
Like I said at the time, I will absolutely accept a full argument for Terminator 2 being
Oh
better.
yes, I think I agree with
Absolutely.
that.
But
Here's the thing. I also watched something.
Oh yeah.
I watched Wind Talkers for the first time in like 2 decades. I watched Wind Talkers, the Nick Cage film.
Oh yeah, that's about
And-
the war and stuff, right? And they're using
the war and stuff.
Yeah, the war and stuff,
The
right?
war.
are they using like
I'm correct.
The Navajo
Yeah.
Indians as code talkers.
Yeah.
The code of the Japanese.
Okay,
I've never been able to break.
I wasn't incorrect.
No.
I was just not.
I think he was just talking about how you was it the war and stuff.
And stuff, yeah, because the war,
Small
and
war.
stuff's happening. You know what I mean?
Okay, that's fair.
But
Yeah.
Yeah,
how was it?
I
when you
didn't.
watched?
It's very. So I remember the hubbub behind that. I remember how disappointed I was when I watched that as a 16-year-old. Because that movie it's not great. I'll be very liberal in how I say it.
Yeah.
But
It's fine.
it is. I like the very, very James Horner score. It's very good, and it's probably the best thing in the movie. I have a lot of questions about it. Nick Cage, probably not the right guy to cast, but that was a John Woo movie. And
Nick
you know,
Cage most of the time isn't usually the right guy to cast.
Or he
Yeah,
is.
we'll just go with
Sometimes
that.
he's the perfect guy to
Yeah,
cast.
yeah. But that movie is wild, and I mean wild. I mean nothing about it makes any sense. The plots don't make any sense. Although the characters are good, I like because you're still back in that time casting adults to play adult roles, which I like that, and I like the idea. I like that it was. You guys remember that it was talked up to be like, oh, it's the Saving Private Ryan in the Pacific.
Oh,
And it just didn't do any. It just was not a good movie. But like John Woo making a World War II film might have seemed like the right choice because he's a Japanese director making it from American point of view. Could have got some cool stuff.
He didn't use a single minute of bullet time.
He didn't.
fair.
But like people were like hopping around shooting. Like, come is that shit really in World War II?
I'd say, I mean, it's really in Call of Duty.
Well, that was predated all that Call of Duty stuff. But
Jump slide. don't die.
yeah, I really enjoyed it. That one, I really enjoyed that. I did. Yes, but I had some thoughts about it, and I think it's a
Mostly
better movie
negative.
than I remember. But I'm doing this thing where, like, in hindsight, because movies today are just not. But also, let me ask you guys something: how many movies can you name? Because Saving Private Ryan was 1998.
Oh.
How many movies can you name big war epics after Saving Private Ryan?
There's, I
Fury.
mean, a handful.
Hacksaw Ridge, right?
Yeah,
Hacksaw
Hacksaw
Ridge,
Ridge, Fury, Windtalkers, but like name some others.
Wind Talkers. We could do the remake of All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, that's what I was
is a
thinking
big
too.
one. I think you're forgetting about a little Colin Farrell movie called Tigerland.
Yeah,
Remember
That's
that?
a Vietnam movie, yeah.
Vietnam
Yeah.
movie.
It wasn't. I mean, it was not. It was
what
just
about that really
training.
bad
What's
Tom
the
one? I can't remember what it is.
The bad what one?
It's about Navy ships. Gray
Midway.
something, Midway, yeah.
That's like 2019, 2018. Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean Battleship?
Battleship. yeah. The
With Liam Neeson and Rihanna. Yeah,
the history
Transformers.
history actor
Boat.
Battleship.
History actor.
It's basically a documentary.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Basically a
Yeah. So
documentary. Battle LA.
I love Battle LA, but
Battle
that's
LA is a good
No,
movie.
that's a rad movie.
it's one of my personal, like, I love that movie so much. I
Yeah.
think it's wonderful, but I just don't understand how we haven't had a
We've
bunch
had
of.
good war movies, not war epics.
Yeah.
I don't
Does that make
understand how we
sense?
haven't had, like,
When did Band of Brothers come out? Before or after?
2001. That was way after,
Before.
but that was using the same assets of.
Yeah.
That was, the same production company, same people. But I'm if you'd told my 1998 self, what, it was 12 or 13.
Buddy, you forgot Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, well, but the point is, like, if you'd have told me that, like, actually, you have like 4 movies that are on the same level, Saving Private Ryan, in the next 26 years, good luck, or 28 years, I'd be like, are you serious? Like, what? We haven't had a Saving Private Ryan caliber film with the war in the European front, have we?
That's also really hard to do.
well, but we haven't even had an attempt. It's hard to
Because,
do,
well,
but-
I mean, I think the reason for that is, one, there have been a lot of movies that revolve around the European fight. We've seen a lot of those. Anything more recently than Saving Private, most of them have not been very good or well received. I don't. It's not a slight on what actually happened in the stories that they're trying to tell.
Yeah.
But to try to put anything up in the bar of like Saving Private Ryan, like, I mean, that's rarefied air. I mean, you're talking about a legendary film. They got all the accolades in the world, had an incredible cast, and a legendary director.
Had a legendary cast before the cast was even legendary
Yeah.
too. You had a lot of like would be stars,
Mhm.
that didn't even like that wasn't even like their big like role that got them on the map. They were just a part of that film and happened to go on to do
Also,
great things.
the most successful war epics in Saving Private Ryan is Infinity War. And that's only half a joke.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's fair. Well, I mean, sure, but it just I would have thought we'd have had a whole lot more, because like some of those sets, like you'd figure they'd be standing sets, and it just you rent out the costumes, you leave them there, and then the next studio pays the rental fee. You'd figure that would be a thing, We just haven't. And like 1917 is like another one of those like, why don't we have more of those movies? Like, why don't we have 3 big war epics a year? Why?
It's
Why
hard
just
to
don't we?
replicate the best story again. You know what I mean? Like it's Saving Private Ryan. A lot of things came together for that. Like some of the things we've already mentioned. But I just think that you don't have you need someone like I can't. I'm blanking on his name.
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks, yeah. Like you need someone like Tom Hanks that can be the centerpiece, and then a great ensemble cast around him with just these big moments that go through that all ring of truth and plausibility about an event or a thing in time that people can get around. The thing that Saving Private Ryan is about this being the last born son to this family, to this bloodline, and then people giving up their lives just to save this one guy they don't even
It's
know.
ridiculous.
Well,
It's absolutely ludicrous.
Well,
but
but,
sure.
but it's the promise the military makes, though,
Sure.
right? You know what I mean? And a lot of that is falling through on these things. You can't just slap some war film together and then do it again, right? Like it's
Well,
a
no,
lot
but
of
there are
things come
stories
together for
that are
that.
wonderful. Like, and I'm not. This isn't a knock against
Black
Marvel.
Saw Ridge is one of those stories, I think.
Sure.
You know what I mean?
But this isn't a knock on like Marvel or anything. But like, it's just Marvel's gotten so big, and like that's manufactured heroism, and the fact like that's based on comic book lore, which is all fiction anyway. But like World War II isn't fiction, so like there's so many great stories you could tell. That I was like, why don't we have more of that?
Well, I mean, we've
that's what I
gotten some excellent war movies. They're just not on the level of epics.
Yeah.
Sure,
I mean,
I get
think
that.
of a semi-recent one like in Warfare. Warfare is a great war movie.
What's the 2001 Ridley Scott one? Black Hawk Down, another
Black Hawk Down,
excellent. Like
great
that's
movie.
got to be the
But
next best
it's
one.
only in a very small story, and it's well told in a hell of a movie. Especially, I mean, taking about either one of those are great movies. They're just not over the large scale set pieces.
Yeah. I also don't agree with the term manufactured heroism that you use there for like the superhero stuff. I only
mean it's based on fiction anyway. It's not.
Yeah, but
the source material is a comic book. Not saying I'm just what I'm saying. I'm not trying to say anything bad about that. I'm just saying it's based on people with superpowers, and it's like it's easy to be a hero when you can fly and shoot lasers and wield a hammer. But
a lot of superhero stories are actually quite the opposite of that.
Well, sure, but it's harder to. The average soldier on the battlefield in World War II was fucking terrified. You know what I mean? Like that's where the real heroism. That's where like I think the heroism comes is stuff like that.
You know what I just thought about? It's one of my favorite pictures of all time. It's a picture of the guys on the beach at Normandy, and then there's a picture of the Dale Earnhardt car. And dude,
historically accurate. Yeah,
and it makes me laugh every time I see it of just the big 3 rolling up the beach. Because yeah, brother.
What else did I watched? What else did I watched some other stuff. I watched some early 2000s films. I almost watched the film the Willem Dafoe. Is that him with tiny arms?
Oh God,
the one you talked about.
Which one was that?
When you said that
was highly like super offensive.
Oh God, yeah.
I almost watched that one too, but I didn't. I watched The Help again. The Help is an excellent,
great movie.
An excellent movie.
I think you should talk about the other one.
No, I'm gonna try to watch that this week. I'm gonna sit down with it.
You're in for a wild ride.
Yeah, I'm sure I am. But
immediately send the link to Roger. Then,
all right.
Because if anyone should watch the movie, it's Roger.
It's true.
Oh my goodness gracious! Let's. What else going on, guys? Anything?
Got back into Pokemon with the kids, playing
Nice.
Scarlet and Violet. We all started at the same time.
Nice.
Ooh,
This is their first time we all really playing through it together. I will say that if you have a Switch 2 and you enjoyed Scarlet and Violet, pick it up again and put it into Switch and on your Switch 2 because it is a whole different experience on the Switch 2.
I'm sure it works properly.
It does, and it's wild the difference. So
I actually started Leaf Green on.
Yeah,
I bought that, and like
that's the $20 one.
That's a complete nostalgia for me. I haven't played that since '98.
So I thought about picking one of those up too.
So fun fact: the difference in the world record speed runs on Scarlet and Violet have changed because of the Switch 2.
So the animation comes out properly.
So it used to be like the best runs were like 6 hours and 20 minutes. They're now under 5 hours.
Oh my God.
Because of load time differences.
Well, I mean, I think about it because like I love Scarlet and Violet. Like they were great games, but it just did not work well.
It didn't.
Especially if you weren't docked.
Yeah. Oh
like,
yeah.
If you're in handheld mode, for all the things that the Switch could do, and it could do some amazing stuff.
It wasn't
running one of their games properly was not high on that list.
Yeah, so Switch 2s, fire up your Scarlet and Violet. You'll have a good time.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying my playthrough of this one. I'm just doing it slowly, but Pokemon is a small little franchise you may have heard of.
Tiny.
Yeah, tiny. What else, guys? One
I've
last
gotten
sentence.
sucked down the rabbit hole watching guys do the Kaizo Ironmon challenge. Do you know what that is?
Oh yeah.
So a Kaizo Ironmon challenge, and there's a group of streamers that do it. So I've kind of gone from one to another, just seeing how they do it.
Yeah.
It is legitimately it's a randomizer run emulated Pokemon game, and there are 3 Pokemon you choose from. They're completely random.
Yep.
And you have to pick one, and then you have to one Pokemon.
Yeah.
The whole time. You can make one switch throughout the thing. The only other time you can have a second Pokemon is for the double battle thing, because you have to have one and for HMs.
Yep.
You're talking about the Nuzlocke thing?
Nuzlocke is when you can only when your Pokemon's not
it's got like
dies,
super
right?
rigid
Yeah,
rules.
well, Kaizo Ironmon is that
A version
on
of it.
steroids.
Yeah.
It's
like choose your Pokemon hardcore mode.
pretty much.
Fair enough.
And I'm heavily considering doing something along that line. Yeah.
That's cool.
If I have the time, if I can find the time to do it, I would like to start doing it and recording it.
Cyberpunk.
I haven't got to do anything with Cyberpunk.
Just let me know.
I will. I am caught up on Invincible. I have been
Invincible is nuts.
God, dude. Like masterful storytelling in the world of Invincible.
I need to get caught up. I did really enjoy the first season, so I need to get caught up.
So they're on season 4 now. We're halfway through, and brother,
all right,
somebody just died.
All right, one last word before we get into the show. What is it? Nothing. No one has a good last word. All right, let's start the show then. Let's start episode 76.
Let's do that.
Once again, folks, this is episode 76 of Post Credits Podcast, a show we are lucky enough to talk about movies with you. Let's start a show. Let's start with the box office. How do you guys feel about this decision?
Going to the box office, it's standard operating procedure, but I know what's number one by a million miles.
Yeah, hoppers, of course. The Super Mario Galaxy movie kicked some major ass this weekend, 130.9 million. So let's just say 131 million for a worldwide. Have you seen this number, Chris?
No.
A worldwide of 372.
It's big.
I don't know what Endgame did or that's got to be around Endgame somewhere. But
yeah.
Endgame, one of them opened at 300 domestic. So
that's got to be Endgame. That crushed everything. But okay, so just to show you the breakdown: domestic 190 domestic, 182 international. It's doing very well for itself. We'll talk about that one in just a little bit. Number 2. Project Hail Mary, another one of your guys' good ones, 30.7 million. It's up to 420.
Still a solid movie, man.
420 is
the most successful Amazon movie they've ever made to this point.
Number 3,
they need more money.
Number 3, the drama. We may do this next week. I don't know. It's between this and something else, but
maybe
14.4 million. It's up to a 26.2 million. That just got updated. It wasn't that big a little bit ago, but that's what Pattinson and Zendaya, right?
Yeah.
Hoppers, number 4, doing well, 5.8 million for 512 worldwide.
That's a good showing.
That's a good point. Good for you, Hoppers.
$500 million.
And number 5, here's another one that I think is pretty good. Reminders of Him, 2.2, up to 79 million. Good, but the budget for that couldn't have been much, so good for them.
Gross.
6 through 10 are as follows: The Great Awakening, They Will Kill You, Durandar, The Revenge. Number 9 is Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, and Undertone, as Roger says, Undertone. What's that? What's Ready or Not 2 sitting at? Very pathetic. 33 billion.
Very pathetic.
I love the first one, but the second one's just not making any waves. It is what it is.
It didn't do it.
It
was fine. It was just a movie that shouldn't have come out 7 years
It was more
later.
of the first one, and that's probably where their big upset was. But let's talk about a trailer. I'm really excited to talk about this one.
All right.
I'm usually not excited to talk about these Marvel trailer or the DC, the superhero trailer, but let's talk about Supergirl. Hopefully, Roger, this week you can put it in the description of the episode, the link. No? Yes? All right. Anyway, let's talk about it. What are we thinking? I want to start us off by saying I'm psyched for this movie.
Okay.
I think they make it. My first thought was they make Supergirl look like a hero that I care about. And I mean that seriously. It looks like she has problems. It looks like she's going to struggle. It looks like a real superhero arc. When a couple of years ago, this could have looked a little different. But I'm psyched. I know that I was pretty big on the Superman movie this past summer, was it, right?
Mm-hmm.
In which we got Supergirl in the end of it, looking for Crypto, and now we kind of go back in the story. Jason Momoa is in it. I'm psyched for this movie. What do you guys think?
I'm really surprised about everything you just said.
I know you are. That's why.
Legitimately surprised. Look, I like Superman. I know I was bigger on it than Chris was. I thought Superman was fun. You know, I think DC's taken an interesting direction here, just in the way that they're spinning their whole little universe, and that's fine. Like I'd like them to do something differently because clearly what they had going on last time didn't exactly work out for them. Again though, it proves that this will be the second consecutive movie filmed in color for them, which is good. Which is a problem they had during the Snyderverse.
True.
There were more colors than black, white, and gray.
Well, they had that Nolan like very toned down the harsh tone.
Everything was sad in that universe.
That was the sad dad universe.
Everything was that's more like divorced dad.
Yeah,
Divorced dad.
Yeah, divorce drinking dad universe. Yeah,
That's implied.
This movie's gonna suck.
Oh,
I think so.
Yeah,
right to
it
it.
is. Yeah, 100%. So
I
like,
hope it doesn't. For what it's worth, I hope it doesn't.
so here's the thing. I feel like the trailer is like every other trailer we've seen for a superhero film that has been mediocre at best. I think that it hits all the same beats in the trailer. I think that this is the second movie now from DC that is about crypto, and and I don't know why we keep making it about crypto.
Because people love dogs, man.
Yeah, but
It's a safe bet. It really is.
I mean, yeah.
Also,
it's
like, look,
something.
they poisoned the dog.
Yeah,
You know, if you kill the dog, the audience is automatically like,
Fuck this
No.
movie.
yeah.
Negative.
no,
score.
not even that. It's just like, I hope she
Tears
explodes
to
their
pieces?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
hope
yeah.
she blows their planet up.
Yeah,
I hope she explodes their planet.
Yeah.
I feel,
Billions dead. Justified.
I feel like we've seen this character just in a different costume or outfit plenty of times. I don't have any hope for this to be anything that's at all worth a damn. And here's the thing: the story that they're telling, I think it's Woman of Tomorrow, is one of the best Supergirl comic book runs in DC's history.
Sure.
Like they chose the best possible version of Supergirl to tell. I think, and I think they're going to fumble the ball. There's a lot of beats in this trailer that are the same from the Superman trailer too, but it's just done this way. The Lobo's in this trailer
Heavily.
heavily in this trailer as well.
That's the Momoa character.
Yes.
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
anything about the lore. So.
Yeah, it's
He's a
like,
bounty hunter.
there's just a lot happening in this trailer that does not give me any reason to believe it's going to be at all better or even on par of Superman. And I wasn't big on Superman either. So
That's fair. Everything you guys just said is fair. I guess I hope I want DC because so Superman is the first official movie in the DC reboot, right? Not
they said
true?
Pattinson's Batman is like,
well, but like we're not
is there.
Batman or like Blue Beetle. Are either one of those considered the first movie?
no, because it's all like the James Gunn stuff, but like the characters he's keeping,
Well,
like some of the actors.
for what it's worth, I thought the Superman movie was a decent start. If that was to be a start,
I mean,
thought it was,
Peacemaker's great.
well, I don't.
Not a joke.
Those aren't part of that universe, though.
Hey.
At least for God's
Hey.
sake, James Gunn. No,
Yes, they are.
They
are they
are.
really?
Yes.
I thought you were smarter than that, James Gunn. I
No,
didn't.
oh, he's smarter than that. Take the best character you have and give him the feature.
Well, see,
Yes.
that's what
I'm not going to give James Gunn any credit for being smart anytime soon.
I think he's had way more success than he has not success. So
I think
I mean, he made the Guardians of the Galaxy
And I
what
think,
they are.
and I think 1.5 of those is good. So.
that's fair. Look,
True.
I'm just excited
I-
for this. I want to see what we do with it
I
because
can't argue that, but just remember, he took that set of characters
Yeah.
that was nothing and
He's-
made them something.
He's very good at that kind of movie, though,
Yes.
it seems.
Well, that's also why,
ensemble.
like, I feel like this movie here is just like Guardians. Like it looks like Guardians. Like they're on a planet causing havoc. They're at a bar meeting up with other people. Like
but-
this is just Guardians.
You're right. That's the problem. It's not Supergirl.
Oh, no,
it's
no.
Guardians.
No, I didn't say that wasn't a problem, but like
Yeah.
that's if it turns out to be anywhere half as good as the first Guardians movie, though, that's a win for
I mean,
them.
yeah, but I want it to be a Supergirl story, not something that's not.
I want 1,000 different stories, and we're never going to get it. So.
Fair.
Well, it just looks like it could be something special. Now you're not seeing the vibe. I get it, but we're probably going to be talking about this
I mean,
in
well,
a couple of months. Like, well, I was wrong about that, but
Listen, if I'm wrong, I'll happily be wrong because
Fair.
again, they're telling one of the best Supergirl stories of all time.
what's
so.
hard to do, like the Superman, is she had the same weaknesses that Clark has?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
because
like, pretty much invincibility.
She's the same race as Superman.
Well, so it's hard to tell that story at all because he's invincible. So how do you?
She's off planet.
Well, how do you?
He's also not invincible, but
Well, he for the most part he is. It's
Yeah, but
he's
it's,
like Achilles. He has like one Achilles heel.
it's
so that
also
comes
different
from.
too when you're off planet because they get their power from
Oh, sure.
from a
Like, yeah,
yellow sun.
So we'll see.
So if
but
you're somewhere where there's not a yellow sun, you're not nearly as strong.
yeah.
We'll see.
And-
There's something about it that looks like it could be a decent film to me.
We'll
Hey,
see.
well, here's the thing: we 100% are going to have to watch this movie. I want it to be good.
Yeah, like I said, I would love for this to be good. I don't have hope for it right now until I see something else somewhere.
Actually, I don't
down
want to
the
see
line.
anything else. Don't show me
No,
any more.
true,
No
true.
more trailers.
I just wish this wasn't the one thing I've seen for it.
All right, Chris, it is your
No.
week, buddy, for a movie recommendation. What you got for us?
Bad Guys 2?
Oh, that's the one. Okay, you
No.
held us in suspense for. Oh, okay.
Hey, the first Bad Guys is a good call.
It is. It really is.
The first Bad Guys. Is a good
So
call.
movie recommendation for the week is going to come from me, and I'm going to go with So we're going to talk about Mario Galaxy in a little bit, and there are legitimate criticisms for this movie. Some of us like it, some of us don't.
I think.
We'll get there.
We'll talk
We'll
about
get
that. Yeah.
But I think a good example of one of the things that Mario Galaxy you could argue is missing is a good example as a movie like The Wild Robot is what I'm going to recommend. So The Wild
Hell yeah,
Robot
man.
is a
Hell of a movie.
is a perfect example of a kid-centric movie that the family can watch and enjoy on different levels and have appreciation for it and tell a story.
Fucking ugly cry.
It's got
Together as a family.
it has a lot now. Like we'll get into a discussion on Mario stuff, but like what this movie has going for it is it doesn't have years and years and years of a company and product to maintain integrity of as they went and made Wild Robot. So there's less chains, holding it in place, but they pulled off the Wild Robot beautifully. It tells a great story. It's emotional. It's funny. It has layers to it.
Visually stunning.
Yeah, it looks amazing. The animation style was unique and through the roof. It just does so much positive in the space, and you end up rooting for what should be a heartless robot ends up being the warmest creature in the forest, and it goes such a long way.
It really is a great story about parenting.
It
It is.
Truly
It
is.
Yeah.
An excellent story about
and you can tell,
seeing your kids grow up.
and you can tell it's great because it hurts so good.
Yeah, that's why though.
Yeah.
But like the montage of him learning to fly
Oh yeah.
is awesome.
Yep.
Like
100%.
it's so incredibly awesome.
Yeah. If you haven't seen this movie, it's criminal. Watch it.
Well, so it's 2024. I didn't think it was that far long ago. So it's 2024. Chris Sanders is the director. He's done a lot of stuff in the similar space. Lupita Nyong'o, Pedro Pascal, Bill Nighy, Kit Connor, Mark Hamill. There's just Ving Rhames. It's a good voice
Ving
cast.
Rhames is the Falcon.
Yeah, kind of an eclectic voice. Oh, Catherine O'Hara, sadly no longer with us. It's a great voice cast, and that movie came out, and it's just, I know we were excited for it, but I didn't expect it to be such an emotional journey.
I wasn't ready for it to be as good as it was when we saw it.
No,
It was like, jeez,
stellar
Yeah.
film.
it's a good year for
Absolutely
animated films.
stellar.
Because we also got Inside Out 2 that year.
Excellent choice in recommendation. I wish this second Mario movie had been more like that, and I'll explain that when we get there. But like that's part of my criticism.
I don't think it's allowed to be like that.
No,
that's the
fair.
problem.
I don't either.
Yeah.
But you know what though, and this is not a knock on Mario directly. It's fine that it's not.
Yeah,
Because like a movie like Wild Robot, the story that Wild Robot is better than any Mario story that they could tell.
Oh,
Or that they would animate for kids, right?
without them going into this weird like battle with Nintendo
Yeah.
Japan to make it happen. Yeah,
Exactly.
100%.
And that's fine. I would rather have movies like Wild Robot that come not necessarily out of nowhere, because anything that DreamWorks does always gets on our radar, at least
Mhm,
because
yeah.
it's DreamWorks.
Mhm.
But I mean, we have seen them take books and have them be made into some classic animated stories.
Yeah.
I mean, the same team that did Wild Robot is the same team that did almost
Dragon
all
films.
of How to Train Your
Yeah.
Dragon. And like, look, to be part of that legacy is an incredible thing.
Well, it's just like if you look at that team specifically and what they've done, it's wild. Their batting average right now.
Yeah.
So when we get there, I'll explain what I meant by my comment. But you guys may have taken it. You guys
No.
may not have received it as I meant it.
No,
but-
I understood
do.
exactly what you meant, and I feel the same
Yeah,
way.
I don't disagree with you.
The other part of it is too is when you have stuff that comes from a storybook, a lot of times you end up getting a little bit better quality out of that because you can consult with the guy that made it and let them have real input on it. And I'm not saying that Mario doesn't do that, because of course Nintendo heavily influences everything that goes into
Everything,
that
yeah.
movie.
Yeah.
but you get to see it from a little bit different perspective with something like Wild Robot, which Wild Robot was a very popular book series.
Yeah.
Okay. But to see it come out and just explode and to be so awesome, like good for them for being able to tell that story the way that they do.
I don't think that movie made enough money.
No,
It
criminally
deserved way more.
It certainly did. But that's available on, speaking of money, you can watch it on Peacock and Apple TV. It's also available to rent. It says for $2.99 on Prime.
It's worth every penny of that.
A great $3 spent for a good family night. Make some popcorn.
Yep.
Or whatever else. Have a snack. It's boy, that's a good movie.
You have feelings, be ready for them to be
You know
hurt.
what I'm surprised we didn't see? Because we saw a Minions trailer in front of Mario.
Yeah.
We didn't see anything about Shrek.
You know, I think it's. I
It's just
just
not ready
I
yet.
don't think it's the movie you advertise on Mario. Probably
They advertised the Minions.
Minions is
That's the
different
same.
than Shrek.
That's the same. Also the same studio. It was the same studio doing Shrek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well,
It's
the
all
Minions and Mario
DreamWorks.
movie are pretty close.
Well,
Shrek's
well,
another
yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say like again, I think everything that goes before and after and during Mario, Nintendo of Japan has to approve,
Sure.
and they don't like Shrek. So
I imagine you're probably right. I imagine you're right.
no,
about
they
that,
don't.
yeah.
There's a lot of jokes on that they're not okay with.
First of all, it's not even it's DreamWorks too. So I mean,
Yeah.
sure. Okay, so good recommendation. If you should check that out if you haven't yet.
Yes, watch Wild Robot. Let us know what you think.
So let's talk about another. I know we've talked about this on a different venture. And it's actually one of my favorite topics because I like so many of them.
This is an interesting topic too.
Bad movies that make billions, or movies that we like that probably suck.
Billions.
It's
well,
I love so many of these movies, and so I understand it to the bottom of my heart. I get it.
Grayson is on record liking a lot of bad movies.
well, I mean, so
If
I mean
you-
that's the thing too.
I'll take that as a positive comment, but I see you, Chris.
I feel
see
that that's
you.
a little bit backhanded,
Yeah.
to be honest.
But I can defend them
Well,
all.
the thing
Fair.
is, too, right, is you're allowed to like any movies that you want. Okay, and like this is not a criticism if you like a movie that somebody else says is bad. You're totally allowed to do that. The only problem that I ever have with it, and I am happy to tell people how I feel about a movie if they ask me about it. Like I don't try to sugarcoat it, because if you're like, "Hey, I really like it," I'd be like, you can. And like I like plenty of bad movies. You just have to also acknowledge
They're
that
bad.
this movie's
yes.
not very good.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You can't live in this glass bubble of, oh, I like it, so it's good. Like you can't be that person. That's not the way the world works. You are allowed to like bad things. You're allowed to be like, my favorite burger of all time is a Big Mac at McDonald's. And like, look,
Dipped
that
in
Big
barbecue
Mac is
sauce.
very wow. Okay,
I like my barbecue sauce, man.
on a Big Mac,
Mm-hmm.
I've never
Go on,
judged
please.
you more than I have
Please
right
go
now.
on, go on, please. Thank you.
It's just you have to realize that obviously not everybody will agree with you on how a movie works. It's just if a movie's blatantly terrible, and some of the movies we're going to reference here are pretty bad, just acknowledge it as bad. It's fine.
Yep.
You can like it. It's fine. Oh, speaking of that, other movies that I watched this week, I watched Starship Troopers again. Now, Starship Troopers did not make $1
I
billion.
was gonna say it didn't
It
make.
did not make $1 billion.
Starship Troopers was $100+ million movie that made $25 million
Yeah.
worldwide.
But it is
In
100.
96.
It is 100% a guilty pleasure of mine, and I love it so very much.
Well, but I think it's important to like the things they did in. They think the things they did in the animation space for the bugs, like that forwarded.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
like they did important things with it. They paid for the tech.
Yeah.
So
I remember after watching that movie, every time I played StarCraft, I just pictured that those were the Zerglings. Like,
Of course.
could not help it.
100%.
Yeah.
That's what they were.
yeah, that's what
It is what they were.
That's
It is
what
what
they
they
were.
or vice versa. I don't know. But the book was way before.
Whatever
Yeah,
was
yeah,
first.
the book
Yeah.
came first.
Sure,
Yeah,
but the
whatever
visual
came
style, maybe
first.
something.
Technically, it's all based on the Warhammer universe. It doesn't matter.
So that's fair.
Tyranids were first.
I love that. I mean, Casper Van, like perfect. Like the mid to late 90s, like you cast a bunch of 20-something-year-olds to play a bunch of 18-year-old high school students. Wonderful. Casper Van Dien and who's the girl in that? She was married to Charlie Sheen for a while.
Oh God, no.
Denise Richards.
Denise Richards.
Yeah, and the guy who played Major Xander, he's always had fame from that
Xander,
movie.
who's supposed to be 18 years old, is
Yeah,
every bit
yeah,
of 37,
like
in this
45.
film. Yeah. Like he's
Uh,
got to go back to his trailer and hang out with his wife and kids.
Yep.
Like if you haven't, Amy Smart makes an appearance in that movie. She's one of the
This guy
cadets
looks like
in the end.
Vanderbeek, but isn't. I can't remember his name.
Guy looks like Vanderbeek.
Yeah, he's super famous.
Hmm.
I don't know. Are you talking about Xander? The guy who plays Xander Barkalow? Neil Patrick Harris?
Yeah, that's yeah.
Oh, NPH.
NPH, yeah.
NPH is there.
NPH is a 20-year-old. It's like high military command.
Yeah. Jake Busey's there.
Yeah.
Jake Busey's there.
It's a wonderful, but like that movie works on some levels, doesn't work on other levels, but it's got the heroism down. It's got the last stand at the fort. It's got like the music cues up, the and like the ship coming down, and
really has enough late or mid '90s boobs in it.
Yeah, it's the perfect amount, right?
Yeah,
you know,
the shower scene. Yeah,
it's not like it's a little too much, but not for someone like, what are you watching?
I love that movie, man. And I got to talk to working at Sony and going to Sony. I got to talk to the finance execs about it and like how much of like they were telling me stories about it, and that for me that was amazing. But yeah, that's one of them that probably shouldn't have been made in the first place, but it was.
But it was.
Transformers comes to mind for me. It's a guilty pleasure, and those movies made a ton of money, but they all just
money.
After the first one, they all sucked. Like
I mean,
after the first one and before Bumblebee,
there's some good ones.
That it's come back around though after
I don't
like the Bumblebee stuff.
Yeah,
the Rise of the Beast. Well, like
Transformers 1 is great.
Oh yeah, with
amazing.
Hemsworth and them. Yeah, they didn't make any money.
I know.
But I mean, like Transformers 2, The Revenge of the Fallen, is literally one of the worst movies I've ever seen in my life.
It's $1 billion movie.
Dude, it's like $1.25 billion.
Yes, it's not a low bill.
No, it's not like it just eked over $1 billion. Dude, that movie stinks so bad.
Yeah, but it's got that perfect Michael Bay touch. That
does it perfect? Is it like perfect?
Well, but it's got. I mean, people loved it, and Michael Bay made the movies for 14 to 20-year-old males, and that's who showed up for it.
I mean, he gave a robot testicles.
Yeah,
he did,
and everyone, and
then the line,
and 92% of the movie theater crowd laughed at that.
And then the line,
me, I went. Ugh.
And then the line is what Chorturo. He's like, "I'm directly below the enemy scrotum." Yeah. Come on.
I'll never forget when, like, and this is the first one when Optimus pees on that on the guy. Like,
Ironhide.
Yeah,
Ironhide.
Ironhide. I thought that was a little crass for for what they were doing.
That first movie, I will say, is excellent. I think it's really good.
I'll never forget when who was in the third Transformers movie, like the main guy in it? I can't remember his name.
Leonard Nimoy?
No, the other guy. Maybe I'm one movie too short. Mark Wahlberg.
That's a 4.
Kate Yeager.
Yeah. Great name.
I don't think we found a more hated name in film yet for Roger than Cade Yeager.
What I'll never forget how much I hated when the Bud Light truck like spills over. He's like he has to audibly talking to the camera about cracking a cold one right there. It's like, oh, this is disgusting.
Well, do you remember the product placement? I think it's the first Transformers movie where like they have the cube and it hits and like it animates the Mountain Dew machine and the Xbox.
Yeah, and the Nokia.
And then
you
hear the Microsoft the catching on. Yeah, of course it did. I mean, that's for what they are. They forwarded the visuals and tech, and that's again pretty commendable.
One of them won an Oscar. I don't remember exactly which one.
Fallen.
So I'll go off into the $1 billion movies that I don't think deserved $1 billion.
Okay.
Like I can't believe they did. The first Captain Marvel movie making $1 billion is crazy.
Pretty not good movie.
It made a circumstantial $1 billion because of where it landed in its release schedule. The fact that it came out like right before Infinity War, it came out right before Infinity War. So like it made a ton of money because of the hype from another movie coming out soon. And I think that movie is nowhere near the $1 billion quality that that would be required for a movie to make that much money.
No,
it's crazy.
You know what the big one for me, and I'm glad because I went and looked up some of the large movies.
Yeah.
The Lion King in 2019.
Oh, that made a ton of money.
That movie. Here's the thing: it gets overshadowed a little bit because it was the same year as one of the Avengers movies.
Okay, yeah.
2019.
Did Aladdin make over $1 billion too? And it wasn't that great. It was pretty bad.
So not that great is way higher up than Lion King, though. Because one thing, and this is not a defense of it, because Aladdin's it's not very good.
It's not.
Here's the thing: I kind of like Aladdin though because it was a different kind of take on it.
It was okay.
The Lion King though, I hated that movie. One, because like they made it look photorealistic, which they didn't need to do that. And I commend the technology that they did for that
at the time.
But it's off-putting and weird. If you watch that now, it doesn't look right. And it's basically shot for shot, except for like one 9-minute segment with an extra song in it of the original Lion King. It's the same movie done worse.
Yeah.
And it made so much money, and it sucks so bad.
I don't think it sucks.
It sucks, dude.
But that's why you can't do that. And maybe that was a lesson for Disney. I hope it was. Maybe that is. I don't know. But it's top lifetime grossing films. I couldn't. So okay, so here we go. You ready? There's 60 that have hit the $1 billion mark. I'm not gonna read all 60.
60.
But
Wow.
Don't do all.
Jurassic World Dominion's number 60 that hit the mark.
Also, that movie's real bad.
But that's all. But this is by dollar amount made, so it's not by. So that's the one that just eked over. But okay, so Avatar.
In the last few years, if you can.
Well, just Avatar. 1 through 10. So starting with the highest grossing is the first Avatar, Avengers Endgame's right behind it, Avatar: Way of Water, Titanic. Good Lord, he has 3 of the top 4. James Cameron is king. Number 5 is Ninja 2. Chris?
Yeah, the Chinese.
Yeah, okay,
Chinese
I know.
animated movie.
And number 6 is episode 7, The Force Awakens. Just over $2 billion.
A lot of people hate that movie.
And a lot of people like it though too.
True.
Infinity War, Spider-Man: No Way Home, Zootopia 2, Inside Out 2. That's 1 through 10.
Okay, so most of them are decent movies.
Most of them deserve it, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
But let's talk about ones that did deserve it. Furious 7.
Fury 7's pretty bad.
Yeah, The Lion King we just talked about.
Is the one Pirates of the Caribbean movie on there?
I think it is. I'll get to that. But
That's
so listen.
pretty
So
bad.
here's some ones I think deserved it. Top Gun: Maverick. I obviously will agree with.
Top Gun Maverick's a
I
great
don't
movie.
think Avatar: Fire and Ash deserve. I will say I don't think.
I
it
mean, like,
deserved
look, I understand why it made a lot of money.
Sure.
It is Way of Water isn't very good, and it's below that
Yeah.
in the terms of quality storytelling there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
It's just Way of Water.
it. And then
Yeah.
Barbie and Frozen 2. I will 100% agree with. Believe belong there.
Well, I mean, again, like belong in there is one thing. It's all subjective. It's just that some of these movies were not great.
well, Barbie was a big deal, and like I rewatched
Yeah,
Barbie.
Barbie's fine.
I rewatched Barbie not that long ago, and I still laughed pretty
Yeah.
hard about it. And
Yeah.
some
It's
stuff.
a well-made movie though.
Oh, yeah, I mean,
Let's not-
Frozen 2,
another
fucking great
masterpiece-
movie.
Masterpiece. Yeah, yeah.
Incredible.
Age of Ultron. I don't think, but it's a Marvel movie, so you're gonna have that. Black Panther. Good movie. I don't think it's best picture quality, but good movie.
Wait, the original Black Panther?
It's fine.
You're
Yeah,
wrong.
It's a fine movie.
It's an okay movie. It's good.
I think it's better than okay.
It's not. I don't
The
think. It's,
first one, the second one is not.
I don't think
First-
it's in the top 10 of that year, but I think it's good. Look, I'll say it. I
No,
will. But
That's fine. You both agree that it's good. It's
Deadpool, Wolverine.
We have plenty of other things to argue about.
Sure.
That's not.
Jurassic Park: Fallen Kingdom is like I hate that. The movie's
Fallen Kingdom is
awful.
bad. It's a bad movie.
Beauty and the Beast from 2016,
That's the dinosaurs
2017. I don't think that like Iron Man 3 probably deserves to be there, but
The worst of the Iron Man.
It is the worst of the Iron Man, but
It does continue a story though.
it's a key piece in the
first-
Again, though, that would be one if you wanted to argue about it. Like there are far worse movies we're going to talk about.
True.
But like some like two of the Transport, Dark of the Moon, Age of Extinction are both
Bad.
pretty bad.
Bad,
Dark
bad.
of the Moon is bad.
Of course.
Age of Extinction
Joker's
is
up.
bad.
Joker's up there. Right behind that is Rise of Skywalker, Toy Story 4, and Toy Story 3.
Toy Story
Pirates
4.
Can't. Dead Man's Chest. That's the highest ranking Pirates film.
Okay, that
Just
one's
over
pretty
$1 billion.
bad.
Yeah.
What's Stranger Tides is $1 billion movie too, isn't it?
It may be lower. Stranger Tides is so. Dead Man's Chest is at 1.06. Stranger Tides is 1.46. So it's not that much.
Here's the thing: they're both bad.
Yeah.
They're both
Moana
bad
2.
movies.
Rogue One though, excellent movie.
Rogue One, excellent
Excellent
film.
movie.
Rogue One made like it's an anomaly too because it made a ton of money on its second and third week because
Yeah.
everyone said, "Hey, go see
You
this
have to
movie."
see it.
Because no one believed them. They're like, they made a good Star Wars movie.
Well, it was
What?
It was. Hey, the last 20 minutes, go see it.
Yeah, it's excellent. Well, it fits the
Goes
Star
so
Wars universe very
fucking
well.
hard, dude.
Jurassic World Dominion,
Bad.
The Hobbit, Alice in Wonderland.
Alice in Wonderland.
Hobbit's bad
Yeah.
though.
I
Being a Lord of the Rings guy,
it has its moments, but I would agree it's fine.
pretty
that
bad.
was not good.
Alice in
Sorcerer's
Wonderland's
Stone's up there too, which good for it. Lilo and Stitch, the 2025, which
bad.
that might be the worst movie on this list.
Lilo and Stitch
is
is
bad.
Yeah, Lilo and
It's a bad
Stitch does
movie.
not.
Lilo
yeah.
and Stitch is atrocious. And
Yeah.
Phantom Menace, I just want to throw that out
Did
there.
Moana
as-
2 make $1 billion or no?
He said it earlier.
Did
Yeah.
he? Oh, I missed him saying it. Moana 2
so
is.
there's
bad.
there are 60 movies that have broken the $1 billion. I forgot there were so many, but
Well,
you should check that out.
no,
Box
no,
Office Mojo has
a lot like 9 or James Cameron, which is crazy.
You know what's funny too, though, is like breaking the $1 billion used to be some like nobody did that.
Yeah.
But like, I think so. One other thing about this, and this, I don't want to sidetrack us. We'll get right back into it.
Yeah.
One thing that I read yesterday, an article. This is the highest grossing quarter for film since 2020.
I believe that.
Buddy, we're back.
Well,
hopefully
if
with
you think
that.
about the movies that are out right now,
Sure.
though, like
Hey,
it's,
that directly correlates with that.
Yeah.
But that also means bigger movies, bigger budgets, bigger audiences.
Well, we're sort of starting to make movies again.
Yeah.
Movies are coming back to the States, which I hope is a thing.
I mean,
so.
I mean, I think I'd rather be cautious about it because of just what is out right now.
I'm just going by the facts we have right now.
Yeah,
This is the highest grossing quarter.
It's a great stat,
It is.
and it's a good thing.
But
It's
any
There's
quarter
a
that
gold star next to this.
Yeah,
any quarter that a Mario movie is in is going to do that.
It's not just a Mario movie this time
Yeah.
either.
Maybe not
because-
1990, but
well,
but
I
yeah.
mean,
So
bad movie.
there are a ton of movies that made, for like them or hate them, they made a ton of money. And like you remember, like the Return of the King breaking the $1 billion mark was
that was a
massive.
big deal.
Yeah.
Well,
It's like number 41 on
it
the
was
It's
list.
a great movie though.
Yeah, but it was also it was unheard of for like a 4.5-hour movie to make that much money. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Like it was.
I would argue
and,
that movie's 11 and a half.
and movie,
And I would be right.
and movie 3 in a trilogy. Like,
Yeah.
Return of the King had someone going against it to make $1 billion.
Well, I
and
mean,
it
how
did.
much did the Desolation of Smaug? How much did that money?
It made money.
That movie stinks.
Yeah, it made
Dude,
money.
it's so bad.
I would disagree with you that it stinks. It's not up to the standards. They have their moments, they do, and they're compared to the
Having their moments though.
Hold on.
know.
Okay, the what's the Prime show? What is that Amazon show?
Rings of Power.
Rings of Power. Those are Best Picture winners compared to Rings of Power. Those are.
Okay, I mean, if you want to compare,
well, I can't argue that point. That doesn't make that movie.
Well,
any better.
yeah, I mean,
what's something that's going to come into this discussion in a little bit here is it has a lot of the Jackson writing. Those emotional moments are there, and like Cumberbatch as Smaug is great. It's got some of the good writing between, and Martin Freeman as Bilbo is excellent, and the guy Richard Armitage as Thorin Oakenshield is wonderful. But it's got a lot of the Jackson touches.
yeah, but you're comparing crap to shit. You know what I mean?
I don't think they're bad. I think they're not great, but I wouldn't call them bad.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I personally was very disappointed.
Yeah,
by this.
like,
fair, that's
I
fair.
just and I too on Lord of the Rings probably not as much as I know not as much as you, but like my whole family wanted the Hobbit movies to be great because like we grew up on the cartoon movie, we loved. Well, we did.
No, I love that movie too. It's great.
Yeah, well, I mean,
For what
like,
it is, yeah.
I mean, and you know, we played D&D our whole lives, and then to go and watch Lord of the Rings trilogy was amazing. And the Hobbit movies are coming out, and I was like,
You got to get
Oh.
hyped up again, and then you're
yeah,
like,
it was just like me and one of my cousins who are probably the biggest of the Lord of the Rings fans in our family. We're like the whole time in the movie, we kept on looking at each other like and just shaking our heads. It was just, man, this is not it.
Okay.
Okay.
I have two things, two
Mhm.
large movies. One's more of a franchise. One's an independent thing that has become a franchise.
Yeah.
The Minions movie made $1.5 billion.
It makes
it
a ton of
did.
money.
So the thing is, and I understand why these movies make a lot of money. And I think that's a good correlation to the movie we're going to talk about here in a few minutes.
It's fair.
The Minions movie is not a good movie.
None of them are.
It is very much. Well, I would argue Despicable Me's are good movies.
Two
Like
of them
at least the
are.
first.
You said Minions, so I'm talking about
Well,
Minions.
it kind of
you can argue that it's the same thing.
Sure, okay.
yeah.
But Despicable Me 1 and 2 are good movies.
Yeah.
The Minions solo Minions movies are pretty bad.
Yeah.
They make a bunch of money. The one made almost $1.6 billion.
Mhm.
Okay. That movie has no real story and is just a bunch of little yelling around going, yay,
Yeah,
which is fine,
yeah.
but bad. The other thing is the last two movies of the Twilight franchise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, good point.
Because
Good
if
point.
you combine them together, and you're supposed to, because they're supposed to be one movie, it's like $1.5 billion together,
Man,
and they are real bad.
they edited them soccer mom so hard within two
But
parts.
here's the thing, though, those movies are so bad. Even my wife, who was a Twilight fan, was like, "This is not good."
My wife did a rewatch of all with her friends when they were in. They took a girls trip to Colorado,
Okay.
like 2 years back, and they rewatched them all, and they
Throw 'em
laughed
apart.
the entire time how bad they were.
And that see what though? That's great.
Yeah, yeah.
Because what bothers me about when people are like, I watched it again, I still think it's pretty good. No, if you watch it and light it on fire, be like, this shit is garbage, dude. Like, that's so much more fun to watch a movie that way, too.
Yeah.
Sure, it's just it was the right time and place for Twilight, and it worked.
No,
Oh no, yeah, yeah.
The right casting for Edward was it just happened to. And Stewart, people didn't hate her in that. It just worked, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But you're turning. It's very much like it's very, very young adult angsty stuff. So you're going to get that because they're going to see the same thing. Like we saw the same people, Rogers, for some of those films come week after week after week and watch it.
Sure.
Must have paid hundreds of dollars to watch that movie.
It's their choice
Sure,
how to
that's
spend
my
their
point,
money.
though. Is
Yeah.
they captured it well.
Just never forget why Twilight exists.
Yep.
Because of 9/11. And if you just know that from a 50,000-foot view, you get all you ever need to know.
Fair enough. Anyway,
would you like to know the correlation? How that actually
I
works?
don't know how that correlates.
This is a real thing. When 9/11 happened, the guy from My Chemical Romance wrote The Black Parade. The Black Parade is the inspiration to Stephanie Meyer's to write Twilight. So because of 9/11, that guy wrote an album. My Chemical Romance wrote an album, and she started writing a book.
God.
And there is a dude. It's not even 6 steps; it's 2 steps. 2 steps from 9/11 to Twilight, brother.
Jeez.
That's weird.
Hey,
That's super weird.
Those are all facts. You can look them up.
Fact. Yeah.
Have at it. Fact check me.
Fact check. All right,
come on, baby.
I think it's time we hop.
I wish I didn't know shit like that in my brain.
It's funny how you don't know useful stuff, but you know like how Twilight came to be. Yeah.
Buddy, I can't divide.
All right,
so, elude me.
With all that in mind, let's talk about the Moro. Now, the Moro is a bit of a different case here. So I'm happy to say, but let's get into it then officially. Let me
let's
check
do
my
the
notes here.
particulars. Go into thumbs
Yes,
up.
let's do the particulars. So, all right, do we know the Rotten Tomatoes for Mario?
No.
The second Mario film.
I bet you critically it's real bad.
Yeah,
Well,
of course it
The
is.
tomato meter is 42.
Okay.
The popcorn meter is 89. It's a bit of a divide.
Very much in line with what I would expect.
Yeah, of course, something like this. Yeah,
Metacritic. It's in the.
I showed you guys.
It's
36.
in the 30s. Yeah.
Is it still in the 30s?
Still in the 30s. That won't change for a while.
It's not coming up.
No, that's not gonna. It might even go down. I think. But so let's talk about it. Okay, Super Mario Galaxy movie, a sequel to the 2023 smash hit, $1.37 billion or something. It flew right past expectations, did wonderful things for theaters. So we have Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Mario and Luigi, Brie Larson, Benny Safdie, Kevin Richardson, Keegan-Michael Key back as Toad, Donald Glover as Yoshi, Anna Taylor-Joy as Princess Peach again. Of course, Eric Bauza, the General, Jack Black. Who can forget Jack? Oh, Louise Guzman as Wart, and Issa Rae, Glenn Powell as the wonderful Star Fox, Carlos Alaquazi. I think it's important to acknowledge the great voice cast. It is.
Sure,
I think they're very talented people working on this.
I mean, led by Chris Pratt of all people. You know what I mean?
The best of all the Chris's.
And
I
Pratt.
disagree with all the Chris and the Pratts. I mean, well, no, being a Pratt is not a good thing in the UK, but or at least
financially, is he the most successful Chris? I mean this seriously.
He might be. Well, Chris Evans in
Hemsworth makes
but
a lot of money.
Oh, that's a good point.
He's got the Jurassic Park money.
Oh God, you're right. It's got to be him.
Just think about it. He's got the Marvel, Jurassic Park, and Mario.
God. He's unstoppable.
Oh my God! Shut up! Oh my God! He's never going to go away.
Chris Pratt, you are not allowed on this show.
He's never going away.
All right.
You are certainly welcome.
No,
sir.
you're not, Chris.
Call me.
Look at me, Chris. You're not. No. All right.
Call Andrew Garfield, and then he'll get in touch.
So let's talk about it. I think we're going to have some differing opinions. Chris, lead us in.
So, yep, this is Super Mario. The official title is Super Mario Galaxy, correct?
Super Mario Galaxy movie.
Super Mario Galaxy movie. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Did we like it or did we not like it? In 3, 2, 1.
Boop. I'm a down on this one.
I'm up. But I'm up with a caveat, though.
Yeah, that's fine. I knew your cowardly ass would be down.
If I can be up with a caveat, that's a different story.
Because like,
fine, but
let me explain my caveat first, then. Okay. Because like, look, I acknowledge that this movie isn't very good. I understand that. It was a fun movie experience, and visually, it was incredible. And when I talk about the movie experience, I don't just mean for me. I mean being in the full theater with little kids, like, whoa, and oohs and ahs. Like every time I'm in a theater like that, like
it's a big deal.
It's a big deal. And fun matters. This movie is fun because, like, look, this movie has no story, none. Well, like
it's not
6%. I'll give it 6%. Kidnapped princess.
It is
which is very Mario centric.
It is a shallow puddle.
Yeah, sure.
That's my point, though, Chris. For the down is. I wondered. Look, I knew because I didn't think it could get worse than the other one, and it somehow did. And it's.
I agree with you on that.
The other one at least had somewhat of a narrower story. This one is all over the place, and here's the thing: is like I'm still in my mind like, does it matter? Only because, and I know when the caveat when Roger mentioned caveat is this kind of in its own category because it's a fan service movie that matters before the movie part of it matters. So if that's true, then the movie did exactly what it was supposed to do.
I think this movie did exactly what it wanted to do, and it's trying to do the things that made the first one successful, and just do them again is what is all it's trying to do. You're not going to get Nintendo to sign off on anything deeper than what we got out of the first one, and we had the advantage of a setup film. We already had kind of a little thread to follow with the first part of the movie because they had to find a way to make it work and get everyone to where they needed them to be. And this one, without that existing, I know they're on a short leash with Nintendo Japan. Period. On just who they're using and their properties, and then they want this to make $1 billion+ again. So
it's going to, for sure.
So they're not going to stray from the formula that got them there last time, and it just doesn't have the same through line that the first one.
Okay, so here's the thing, and before you came, Chris, Roger and I were
not an
discussing.
excuse to make a bad movie. I want to highlight that
because
you know what I mean?
we thrash movies that have terrible stories. We thrash them, and this is one of those. But like, is this movie in its own separate category? That's the question. And now,
I could argue that it could be.
What I want,
it doesn't have to be.
What I want to say is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse and the third movie we're getting, they exist. And that's Sony Animation, again, going off of the same kind of fictitious source material. It's the same kind of stuff here we're talking about. But they made a character and they made it work.
It is not the same stuff. I don't want to argue with you on here, but the Spider-Man character and Miles Morales and the superhero stories that we get.
Sure, okay, fine.
There's a deep amount of lore there.
No, you're right.
Mario has no lore.
Well, but there's no reason why this one. And when the movie first started, I thought, okay, this is going to be a redemption arc for Bowser. That's cool. I'm kind of on board for that. And then the movie,
that's honestly the most story we got in this movie. Anyway.
About 10 minutes in, I'm like, this isn't going to be this isn't going to be that. And I thought we were. So that's what I was trying to say when earlier when I was like, well, Nintendo could have done that, but I'm sure they considered it. Yeah. I'm sure they were like, well, we could do this, and we could make $400 million, or we could do the fan service version and make almost $2 billion. Let's do that.
Yeah, and I agree with you that that's probably the way like a version of the discussions went. And again, it's not a good reason to make a bad movie. This thing does what it needs to do, and I don't mean that in like a critic movie way. I mean that in a successful film to make money way, right? It's this thing happens, and that's
it does.
It's like long. It's how long is
it's
it?
90.
It's like 91 minutes.
This is a hard 90. And here's the thing: I've never felt a pacing like this movie.
Well,
in my life, this
in
thing
a bad way, I hope.
Well, rapid, but it's just rapid acceleration until the brick wall at the end.
Yeah.
That's a good way to put it. Like it is.
It is a car at full speed. It starts.
It
starts like a drag race.
Yeah.
The guy puts his foot down and it just goes, and then cliff at the end.
Yes, 100%. And like whether that's good or bad from our perspective, yes, but like for
little kids,
sure. A successful kids movie, you're not gonna hear a single kid complain about like what happens in the movie, right? Because they're being fed so much information so fast, it is going from thing to thing, and it looks great. Like this is a quintessential. Turn this on, and your kids have a good time with it.
It's colorful. It moves fast. It's bright. Characters that they know.
It's easy to follow.
Yeah,
I would argue like, what's the goal of this film? You know what I mean?
The thing.
Well, I'm sorry. I don't
no, go ahead.
The one goal of this film, and this would be the first time I think I've ever said this on this show and really meant it. The entire goal of this movie is to make as much money as possible.
Yes,
of course.
Like there is very little story. Is it a detriment to this movie? Shit, I don't even know.
Critically, yes, but
the thing is the critical number doesn't matter here.
Well, I said it in our text chat, didn't I? This thing's at a 36 its weight of $2 billion.
Yeah, it literally doesn't matter.
Laugh the whole time.
And if as somebody who can watch a movie critically, and all three of us do it, should I be upset that the Mario movie's bad? I guess technically the answer to that is yes. Do I actually care that the Mario movie's bad? I don't. And it's because I think that they made a movie that is perfect for little kids.
Yeah.
Like the idea, so I look at animated movies, a lot of animated movies, in a couple of categories.
Mhm.
There is family animation, there is adult animation,
Yeah.
and there is kids animation. Family animation is where you want to live. That's where Shrek is. That's where a lot of the high level storytelling can be for an
Mhm.
animated movie. This movie is 100% a kids movie.
Yeah. This is a Minions movie with talking.
This isn't
With Mario.
This
Yeah.
isn't.
It's a Minions movie with Mario.
Yeah.
And what I'm about to say has a massive caveat. This is not meant for anyone with a brain of over 15 years old, but those people are the ones that grew up with it. So that's my problem. Is like, again, Mario's like this one of the 3 or 4 properties that like, can it pull this off? Where like you can just be pure fan service, ridiculous, silly shit, and that's fine. Maybe.
So you can, unfortunately, and here's the thing, because when it makes $1.3 billion again, it isn't 8-year-olds going to see this. You know, like they're not the only audience here. There are Nintendo super fans that are going to this and loving every second of the nostalgia, the member pairings, all the things that they're getting on screen. They're going to eat it up. Because and here's the thing: as someone who watches movies critically and talks about them, with a bunch of people every week, I watched this movie. I knew it was bad. I was still having a decent time.
I just turned my brain off for this one.
But that's okay. Well, I can't do that. So
Well,
that's,
well, hold on.
Well,
Hey,
you know.
that's fair. And here's
let's
the other
go
thing.
back to your. I knew your cowardly ass would put a thumbs down. I was like, that hurt a little bit. It stings.
Well, here's
Because
the thing.
it's not.
I didn't say. Hey,
But my thumbs up and thumbs up based down are always based on what I think the movie is critically.
That's fine.
hey, I think when you play the film back, I didn't call you cowardly. I didn't give you shit about your thumbs down. Though.
I heard it. I heard cowardly ass.
The only thing that I would say, and if somebody was like, "What did you think of the Mario movie?"
Yeah.
And I would be like, "Movie's pretty bad.
Yeah.
I'm glad the kids like it."
Yeah.
Which I think is a very fair way
Yeah.
to acknowledge this movie. Because, like, look, if somebody was like, critically tell me what you think of the Mario movie, is I would like this movie on fire.
Oh,
Like, if this
easily.
was like an HBO series, I would burn it to the dude. This is the equivalent of the end of Game of Thrones. Bad.
Yeah,
Like, writing here is awful.
Somehow it might be worse.
Yeah, well, it's gonna make more money. It's gonna be more popular. That's what
True.
makes it worse.
Cost them less money. too.
Did it?
Maybe.
But it's like, I know it's cowardly for me to say this. Is like I don't think any of that matters. I enjoyed it, and I didn't enjoy it because it's a well written story. I enjoyed it because it is bright colors and it's Mario.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it the same way I played, Super Mario for the Wii U the first time when you had 4 people
Yeah.
on the screen. Like, is the game any really different than that? No.
No.
But was it fun as hell the first time you did it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sure, and I understand that. I do.
Yeah.
And but here's the thing: if I have no problem with you being like, critically, this movie's bad, and giving
Yeah.
a thumbs down, like,
Yeah.
buddy, I get it.
Actually, that's kind of like the question I want to pose to you. Like, when you give that thumbs down, are you coming from a purely critical, like, just like critically as you look at the movie? Is it like, does this pass or fail my metric for if it's a good movie or not? Like, your thumbs down makes complete sense. But like, but like, in the idea is this movie doing is this movie being successful at being the movie it wants to be? Yeah, and at the same time, I was entertained, so like I can't be upset about that. Like I can watch this movie and be like, "There's no story here. This should have been called, Super Peach Movie Galaxy or whatever." Like all
Mario
these,
fanservice.movie.
yeah, all these things that are like, are definitely Mars on like the critical quality of this film. But then like I got to hear the theater erupt in laughter time after time after time because the goal of this film was being accomplished that they set out to do.
Dude, in the first 10 minutes, when the stars, or when they're back in the Mushroom Kingdom,
Yeah.
and the shooting stars come through, buddy.
Oh yeah, like
There
the
are
colors and
very
stuff.
few things I've ever seen on a theater screen that were more impressive than that
Yeah.
scene right there. When like they're falling into stardust in their
Yeah.
hands. That was awesome.
This movie has achievement.
Yeah.
It sucked so bad that it's wrapped up in this abomination of like a storytelling device. You know what I mean? Like because it really is just a mess. You know what I mean? Like there's no doubt about it. I'm sure we could go on for 2 hours about what everything this movie does wrong.
Sure.
And
Yeah,
longer
yeah.
than the actual movie itself. Well, let's talk about the pacing for a second, because this is something that, after I shut my brain off because when there was little to no story,
Yeah.
when I was just like, I'm just going to watch this,
Yeah.
just let it happen. This story, legitimately, it's like 90 minutes, like a tight 90, right? And for like 75 minutes, it's just going at full throttle.
Yeah.
In the last 15 minutes, they hit the nitrous boost, and all kinds of crazy shit happens.
Yeah.
And
They
then
hit a mushroom in Mario Kart, and then
and then
Golden mushroom.
boom, bad guys defeated. Boom, princess is saved. Boom, the movie's over. And like, this isn't even an exaggeration. That shit happens in like 5 minutes. We go from 5 minutes after the princesses are back.
You missed the major character death happened right before them when what happens to Bowser.
Yeah.
It's like literally like we have an actual character die.
well, but he doesn't. He does. I mean, he does.
Well,
but,
you know what I mean, though, right?
Yeah. But it's just like boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, over.
Yeah.
Which I thought was strange too. Did anybody stick? I didn't stay through the credits.
There's a credit scene.
Is it? What was it?
Tell us.
It's the most minor thing that I don't even remember what it was, but
Okay.
it's just like a small thing on screen.
Okay.
Well,
Because I remember at the end of the first one, it was the Yoshi egg.
It's Bowser and Bowser Jr. in jail together, and
well, that's the thing. Is like
the original Luma from the first one,
Yeah, telling them about death.
the psychotic one. It's the prison guard.
Death
Yes.
is so good. Yeah.
The sweet salvation of death awaits
So
us.
what I
Yes.
what
Yes,
I
little
don't
star,
like
tell
are things like in the beginning we have Rosalina smashing up the people that are attacking her kingdom. She's
Good.
she's a badass.
Just beats their
And
ass.
then the rest of the movie she's just this weak little. I don't like
Yeah,
that
she's
at all.
captured.
Well, but you're saying the rules matter when they matter and they don't when they don't. I don't. But also, again, I'm
Hold
applying
on,
I'm
hold
applying
on.
logic to a
Who
Mario
said that?
movie.
I would argue though that there are no rules here.
Well, fine.
There are no rules here.
But so I don't.
I also like that they. So again, this is the thing about Mario properties. You can count on 1.5 fingers the amount of story you get from all of the Mario games combined. It doesn't exist, right? Like there's no deep lore behind Mario and its cast.
Where's Daisy?
There's certainly. I mean, Super Mario RPG is a hell of a story, man.
That's the only game you can think of. And here's the thing: Mario has zero actual.
And
like-
Sony made it. That's what I.
Mario has zero actual agency in his own game.
He doesn't talk. He nods.
He doesn't say a single word.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
All the other characters around him do. I would argue that the version of Bowser we get is from that game.
That's what I
You know
was.
what I thought that the whole time I was watching it.
Me too. Me
You
too.
know, and it's like just the Mario work as a whole. There's nothing to base it on and to do with
Doesn't
it.
mean you can't do it.
I don't disagree with you.
Well,
I don't.
You
think
certainly
Nintendo
can.
wants to.
They just haven't.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Well,
there's no reason for me to think that they ever will.
I have other. So one of my problems with this too is like,
Yeah.
Fox McCloud. The
Hell
Yes.
yeah, brother.
Yeah.
Star Fox. First of all, you couldn't as
the fucking dude.
as Hugh Jackman as Wolverine, handsome Glenn as Star Fox, perfect, just perfect.
It's a great casting.
100% great cast.
Dude.
I don't know why they reviewed. They should have just left. They should have not have just. They should have just let the movie like opening weekend, and people were like, "Oh my god, that's handsome Glenn." Number one. Number two is also Star Fox acts not like Star Fox. He acts like another character that we got from a 1977 movie, which became a cultural icon, which pisses me off because someone was just like, I'm smart. I'll make Fox McCloud, but I'll make him a brigand, and then he won't want to save the princess until he's paid. I'll make him Han Solo. That's brilliant. So they made him Han Solo, which angers me only because we as soon as he saw the gold coins, we're like, oh, that's like you were fooling nobody. And so I don't like the Star Wars reference. Because we didn't need it.
Was it a Star Wars reference though? Like, are you sure?
I think that was 100% Han Solo.
Okay.
He didn't want to help until there was money involved
Hold
and
on.
a princess.
That's not unfair of you. I will say that I learned it on my Star Fox lore, and there's a lot of it.
Well, fine.
You know what I mean?
but
You know what I mean?
Just what I know about it,
Yeah.
he's a very I'm gonna do the right thing, dude. She wouldn't have needed money before that. But also, I don't like.
Yeah, but he also needs some money.
I don't like the Frozen part of it. It's just like they steal
What part was Frozen?
the sisters and the hand and the. Oh, I didn't know why you sent me away, but I had to because of this. And come on, man.
So I mean,
It's
like,
pure Frozen.
no, I don't agree with that.
I mean, that's 1,000 stories.
yeah, there's
so-
there's
But recently,
I mean, Frozen wasn't even recent.
Mario's
First off,
been around for 40 years.
yeah.
Oh, but Rosaline and Peach has the lore.
two-
Are they sisters?
I bet you Rosalina's been here longer than Frozen has.
Two characters
Sure.
coming together because, and them coming together is what like activates their powers. That you can go as far back as like DC Comics.
No,
or something
no,
like that, you
I'm
know what
not
I mean?
arguing that at all. But if
Okay.
didn't
Well, you said it. So I'm
no, but
confused.
if Frozen didn't exist, fine. But Frozen exists, and the whole thing with the hand on the glass and like that is. Look, now that I've said it, listener, am I wrong?
I need Peach to say "Let It Go," like ironically say "Let It Go" to like 100%.
Or like
agree with you.
a cold reference, sure.
Yeah.
But like, what I didn't in a like you said before in a franchise that has legendary so many things to pull from, why do you steal? That's what I don't get.
I don't know if they
Well,
did those. I think.
they I would say visually they have 1,000 things to pull from. Story wise, they don't have 1,000 stories.
Yeah.
And I think I agree with you.
They don't
on
have
the-
1,000 stories.
And I was angry, like, why didn't they just? I think I agree with you that the Galaxy was the right choice because now they can multiverse other people in.
Well, yeah,
and
because
it's not a problem.
deep down it's the Smash. They want the Smash
You want
universe.
Smash? I mean, like, well, I mean, if they announced the Star Fox movie tomorrow, I'd go see it.
We all would.
You know what I mean?
He's
Like,
the best part of this movie. is
they
Star
know what
Fox.
they're
and
doing.
Bowser. Star Fox and Bowser are the two best parts.
I
of this
hate
movie.
the Bowser and Bowser Jr. arc.
See,
honestly.
I don't care. I don't,
Myself.
I don't care for Bowser Jr. at all. But again,
I
you
think
could have.
Bowser might be a decent dad.
I think Bowser is
I mean,
far from that, but yeah, no, I get.
that's where the arc would have come in. Is like he sees what he did to Mario and Peach, and like he doesn't want to.
They flirt with that for a minute, though.
But just my point, like.
But then it's not a better story. That
It's like
father-
referencing.
Hey.
It's like referencing Shane in
Hey.
Logan. Don't reference the better movie in
Hey.
Logan.
being a shitty role model to your son.
Some people love to do that.
Sure, and I get it, but
Yeah.
it's.
That's
I
true.
There's a
understand. It's,
reason
like,
why Winston cigarettes are generational.
it's tongue in cheek with Bowser, but
What a
like I
fucking
just.
line.
I don't know. I was looking forward to Bowser and Mario becoming friends. I was looking forward to that conversation about like what does it mean to be friend versus enemy.
You know,
Like, we didn't get any of that.
I
depth.
think it's better of a story if he's friends with Luigi and only like, hey Mario.
Yeah.
Like I think
Yeah.
that's cooler to me.
Yeah.
He's like, your brother's still a dick. Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
more upset that they did the whole he's changed, sets him free, then he just can't stay changed like cliche thing. I'm more upset about that than than anything else, honestly.
Of course, and
Because it's just
I expected more. out
it's
of it.
just cheap storytelling. But again, like I don't know what to expect from this besides some cheap storytelling. At this
You know
point.
one other
So,
thing that I liked in this movie
what's that?
is that Yoshi shows up and immediately is like, bro. Like we live together now.
Yeah.
Like
We're best
he's-
friends. Yeah.
Well, it seems like he's like our dog, but he's not our dog.
He's the dog that can actually like think.
Yeah, he's like if my dog was 6'4" and could talk and do other things.
I mean,
How cool would that be?
I want to highlight something that isn't Mario related that I really liked about this movie. This has better fight choreography than some action films, and I'm not even kidding.
No,
Like
that's-
the first fight that Bowser Jr. has when he first shows up with them in Peach's castle. If you on a rewatch, just pay attention to that scene. There's like actual fight choreography, and they use the entire 3D space, and there's no repeated motions. It's all unique. And that's really freaking impressive in my opinion because I've seen Marvel movies, I've seen DC movies, I've seen John Wick movies that like this thing has great fight choreography and you can put them up to that.
I thought we were legitimately going to get a Paper Mario section of
I
this
was
movie,
ready for
and
it.
I was kind of down for that
Yeah.
because, like,
No.
look,
They-
go ahead. You want good storytelling?
Yeah.
Paper Mario is a good
well,
storytelling.
seven stars is also
Sure.
really a
Well, but now
fantastic.
they've got
story,
so many. They could do sequels for the next 30 years of Mario. They'd make tons of money.
which is their goal here.
Hey,
You know what
I
I
just
mean?
want one of them to be like.
Every 2 or 3 years, we're going to get a Mario. In the,
Yeah, as long
in
as
the
they make
spring.
over $1 billion, as
Yeah.
long as they can do 200 million into $1 billion, we're going to keep seeing it. Of
Yeah.
course.
Oh yeah.
Of course.
The other thing that I want to point out that I was actually impressed with visually was the long shot of the falling castle and they're running from it.
Sure.
That no matter what movie that's in, that's a cool scene.
Yeah.
That's a cool shot, and they do it twice. Like they do a long one, and then they do they do another shorter one when it all starts up again. But, like that looked really good on screen. It was actually kind of like just impressive to see in a Mario. I didn't expect that out of my Mario movie, and it's cool that it was there.
I'll give you that. Yeah, of course.
The casino chase and fight scene where the world is rotating with them as they're running.
That's an actual movie.
It's part of the game.
Yeah, it's an actual game.
That's what I was just like.
That's cool. Yeah.
Looks cool,
They did,
man.
they did the same physics that's in the game too.
And then back to Star Fox for a second when he does the hyper turn.
Yeah.
When he boosts up, I'm just like,
comes right. Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, man, I did that a million times.
Yeah, like I thought in my head as I was like, my kids don't know why that's
No,
God
that's
damn
badass.
And the mentioning of like barrel rolls,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he doesn't do it, but he should like look at the camera like barrel roll. Like, they knew exactly what they were doing.
They do.
Yeah, and like referencing Slippy is like the worst crew
When he
member.
was
of
just like,
course.
maybe I shouldn't have a frog as my main
And
engineer.
it shows his face.
Yeah, Slippy.
From the Super Nintendo one. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
It shows his pixelated
Look,
shitty
look,
face.
look. I don't know
Frog.
if you've ever played Star Fox, but Slippy is fucking useless. Slippy will die within the first 30 seconds of any fight. Actually, Slippy, the back way into Andros in Star Fox 64 is difficult when you're fighting the opposite Star Fox team, Star Wolf and his team, because Slippy dies so fast and you have to cover everything. But that
Give
Slippy,
me Peppy and Falco all day long.
Slippy,
Falco.
I'm sorry, you're
Top
terrible.
level
Yeah.
Smash Brother character.
Oh yeah. 100%.
So that was the caveat when I gave my thumbs down. I was like, well, can I give it the caveat of this movie is a great fan service movie, but it's an awful movie.
No.
I agree.
with you.
100%.
This might be one of the best fan service movies ever, actually.
Sure.
But
Yeah, I mean, it's about to be the most successful one
maybe.
financially.
It's got a real chance to be.
Well, it's got tomorrow. Tomorrow is kind of a holiday too. So
As a title of best fan service movie, like I mean, if its goal is fan service, I can't think of a one that doesn't.
no, I think this is
Mortal
probably
Kombat maybe, but it
Well,
made $0.
No, well, which Mortal Kombat?
Yes,
Any of them?
they're all
The one
fan
that
service
recently
movies.
made tons of money.
No.
It didn't make tons.
It made some
money,
money.
but it didn't make tons.
Well over 100. That's not bad.
Well over 100.
100 million? Well over 100 million? Am I wrong about that?
No, I'm not saying you're not. I'm
Yeah.
not saying you're wrong. I just
We're comparing
love how
billions.
how we
That's
let's
fair.
scale numbers here.
You're like the Dr. Evil be $1 million. Oh, okay, yeah, we can give you that tomorrow. Actually, by
They
Tuesday.
just laugh at him.
Yeah.
You take a check.
Take PayPal, Venmo. What do you
That's that
think?
in here, put little QR
Oh.
code pops up on the
I
screen.
was wrong. It made 84 worldwide.
Oh, God,
That's it.
Hey,
Well, but like,
what was the budget?
but that was a decent fan service movie too.
I mean, no.
I
Yes,
don't see
agree
the
with
budget.
you.
It's just domestic opening was 23 million.
Okay, but here's the thing: we liked Mortal Kombat
Oh, yeah. It's a great bad
for
movie.
how bad it is.
Yeah, sure.
Because it really leans into everything Mortal Kombat. And again, much like Mario, the Mortal Kombat story is very convoluted.
Yep.
And because there are so many versions of it, you never know
Yeah.
which story you're going to get.
Things in Mortal Kombat just kind of happen, and
Yeah.
you just gotta kind of
Like,
go with it.
there's sometimes time travel.
Yeah.
There's sometimes not.
How do they teleport there? Nobody knows.
Nobody
But they do.
You
knows.
know, I could laser him for you. Like, come on.
But I mean, that's a good comparison too for a video game movie that is
Yeah,
is,
fair.
is good fan service. Except Mortal Kombat didn't make any money.
So the 95 one made 122 million.
95 was
Same one in movie in which people dance fight down the stairs.
Hell yeah, they did.
Like, there's no reason for that. Tell me why you're doing
they're like diving and flipping, and nothing's happening, but that's how they're moving.
it. Down the stairs too.
Yeah.
It's like they're gyrating their hips.
It's when the Sub-Zero. It's when
Yeah.
Sub-Zero shows up.
Yeah.
100%.
Mhm.
Yeah,
So
no,
bad.
you're right.
So
It's just
bad.
it's just one of those things that I wanted more out of this movie.
Yeah.
I was hoping they would look okay. We have our commercially successful one in 2023, $1.4 billion. Now let's make this one the movie that has a story and people want to come watch.
Here's what I'll
again.
argue.
No,
I'm betting that these ensemble flagship ones, like the whatever they put the Mario Brothers name on, will be like this. But when we get Star Fox movie, I bet you there is more of a through line and if an actual like just more and better story threads.
well, Star Fox has a story. All the games have a
Yeah,
story,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
a good guy and a bad guy. Mario's a lot
Yeah.
more simple.
Well, I
than
mean,
that.
I mean, there's a good chance we get a Metroid film.
Sure.
People go insane.
That would
with
be
You
huge.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, like,
Sick, bro.
yeah,
Super
It's
Metroid would be sick.
and I bet you there'll be a story
What a
attached to that.
cinematic ending when when is it Ridley who's got you pinned down, and the Metroid comes out of nowhere and drains all the energy, and you get out of it. Like, what a story! And then Super Metroid, what a story that is, man.
But like that's kind of what I'm meaning. Like we're gonna get, if we get more of these Nintendo based films or like properties, we're going to get stuff that has story. It's just not going to be Mario, because if we want to get those, these need to make 1.4 billion so that they can then pay for these and
I get you. Sure,
if they're not
100%.
hyper successful.
100%.
You know what I mean? And like, do I want my Mario movies to have some story to them? I would much rather than
I would
be good
prefer it.
movies.
Yes,
But like, again, if I would have watched this movie in an empty theater, I'd probably be a little lower on it. Because I got this confirmation from the swaths of people around me enjoying it. Like, no, they're right. I'm wrong.
all the kids in my theater love this movie.
Yeah, and it's like,
look, the 43-year-old guy sitting in the back by himself. He thought this movie's not very good. That's all that I gotta say there, right?
So I went to my showing, actually. I thought I mentioned this, was Saturday night at 7:20. Went to the Marquee, and it was multiple. There could have been 2 or 3 screens of this, but there was me and a couple, and that was it. That was it.
Really?
That was
Did you sit right next to him?
No, I didn't do that.
Should've.
I've done that before, but I did not do it this time. But so did I? Good. I actually remember that one. That was at AMC. Yeah.
That's Gran Turismo.
And we haven't run into each other in a while.
So this has nothing. This has no competition next week.
Oh no, this thing is.
Then the week after there,
right?
Week after is Lee Cronin's The Mummy, which will make tens of dollars.
Nothing.
Yeah.
And then there's nothing really.
What's the first week of May?
Hold
Isn't
on
there
a sec.
something there?
Michael might do some damage.
Okay.
April 24th.
Okay, so 3 weeks
But
uncontested.
but here's the thing. Your crowd that's seeing Michael isn't the same crowd that's going to take the kids to a movie.
But in defense of that though, in 3
But
weeks is a
people are
long,
going to drive the kids to watch Mario.
3 weeks is a long time.
True.
In Michael will open up at number 1, but it'll still be Mario right behind it. So
Yeah.
Oh, and then May
Mario's-
1st, everything stops with. I'm telling you, Devil Wears Prada 2 is going to do massive numbers.
So I think that we're probably is going to do well, but
Not
again,
only Mario numbers, but it'll do. It'll do great.
sure, so Michael and Devil Wears Prada brings the adults back into the movie theater. That's fine.
Oh, and then the week. Oh boy! And then the week after.
Oh boy!
Week after the week after.
Oh boy!
Week after Devil Wears Prada 2. You guys know what it is? It must have just got reslated.
No.
Mortal Kombat 2, baby.
Whoa! I heard
Give
that
me
they slid
Kano.
that back into 27.
Oh, it's officially here on first showing with the Friday, May 8th.
They moved that.
Hell yeah!
Unless it's a different Mortal Kombat.
No way.
Maybe it's Mortal Kombat Annihilation re-release.
Hope so.
No, it's Mortal Kombat action sequel.
Oh okay, hell yeah!
Yeah. So that's. I mean.
Nice.
Oh, Top Gun re-releases that week too. Just FYI, everybody. But
I hope it makes tens of
no,
dollars.
but Mario is going to bulldoze.
It's
for
going to go on a legendary
Yes,
run,
of course.
which is why they love the April spot.
I
They
don't
do.
think it.
They love the Easter weekend.
Well, you get an extra. You get a.
2 days. You get extra 2 days.
Yeah.
Well, you get Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because Good Friday, most people are off anyway.
You get Wednesday, Thursday,
Sure.
Yeah.
Friday, Monday.
Yep.
I don't think it does more than the original, the 2023 one.
I mean, here's the thing: you'll find out a lot in the next
Week,
10
yeah.
days.
In next
Yeah.
week, yeah.
10
I
days.
think there's a serious chance that it does just as much money as the last one.
Yep.
Because I think the same people that saw last one are going to go see this one.
Yep.
And here's the
Or
thing.
wait and see it when it's streaming because they have kids and they don't want to pay $150, $200 to watch the movie.
Hey, they paid last time.
Well, sure, but again, it's if you didn't have a podcast, Chris, would
Yeah.
you have taken your wife and
Yes.
your kids because of the situation you're in? Would you have taken them?
Yes.
Okay, that's okay,
Yeah.
fair. But someone else in your situation, would they?
Maybe, yeah, but
That's my
yeah.
point. Is I mean,
Movies,
Oh,
are,
yeah.
movies are big. Movies can be big events for people, and if
Yeah.
this is the one movie that
This is a movie.
maybe you go see a movie twice a year.
Yeah.
This is a big one to take the kids to.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
This is the movie that I mean, like I know if we want to keep doing this, we want these movies to be
Yes.
events like this. Is kind of like where we're at too, right? Like
of course,
We-
of course.
we want this to be the movie that everyone goes to see, so that we get more movies in theaters, for longer until.
I want a run of
non-safe.
successful movies, successful.
Yeah.
And I want somewhere in them sprinkled into that for a couple of them to be good.
We good, yeah.
Right?
That's
That's
just
I don't
something
think that's an
peppered
unfair
Yeah.
thing to ask.
No,
right?
well, I mean, because we've been talking about the Mummy movie coming up, and I've said a couple times, that has potential to be just a legendarily good horror film.
Could
but
be.
it's not going to make any money.
No.
We know it's not going to make
No.
money.
And that
But-
again, that's fine.
But it could be one of those movies that has really good reviews and that it does a lot for that section of movie watchers.
It
that
makes
are fans of it.
$8.4 million and falls off the face of the earth.
Yeah, but and gets zero acclaim, and it is what it is. But we won't get movies like that if we don't have theaters anymore. So.
Well, it could. If we had a movie like the Mario movie every quarter, which I don't know how Hollywood hasn't figured that out yet.
Well, it's the fall quarter that they can't figure out.
Yeah. For some reason, they think people just stop going to movies in the fall, and
People are busy, and I get that, but
people are busy. School starts up, but like
Football's a problem.
that's fair.
Football is a real
That's fair.
problem in the United
so maybe
States.
they just ceded that territory completely.
It takes away an entire day for some of your moviegoers.
An
and
entire
such.
weekend.
Yeah.
A lot of times, Friday, Saturday are gone.
Yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah.
So
But
we didn't
there's-
talk about the voice cast. We didn't talk about the voice cast at all.
Chris Pratt, great as fucking
No,
perfect.
no,
as
Yeah,
ever.
I mean, Chris
No.
Pratt is the reason
We
why
didn't
this
even
movie's
like. That's the
successful.
problem. Is like you didn't even get a lot of.
How many
They all
words do
had
you think-
divided time.
How many words do you think Luigi says in this movie? I bet it's less than 100.
It can't be much, and he definitely got 5 or 10 for this. Charlie 100% got 5 or 10 for this. Well, if they were smart, they'd sign on the back end thing. But I think the spotlight went to Bowser. I think you may not like him, but like I think Bowser was like when they did testing groups in the first one, people were like Bowser was the one I like.
Jack Black is a draw. Like
He is, of course, he is.
So the one thing with Jack Black, love him or hate him, the dude is a damn fine voice actor.
Yeah.
does.
He is
And
great.
like he loves being Bowser so much that he tells people how much he loves being
Yeah.
Bowser. Like the stupid thing where they went on the casting and was dressed like in Bowser pajamas.
Yeah.
Dude loves this shit. Good for him, man.
Mhm.
Speaking of, I just watched the Anaconda again.
The
The
new one,
Paul Rudd and
the one that you swore up and down was going to be gangbusters over Christmas.
I thought it was. I don't-
$16 million,
Thank you very much.
ladies and gentlemen.
I thought it was going to do better than that. It's funny. It's very funny when Ice Cube and J Lo show up. Amazing, because they're trapped. The snake's going to get them. They have nowhere to go, and all of a sudden you hear
With them?
you hear gangster music coming out, and the Ice Cube's firing flares, and you just like, oh my god, it couldn't be any more
wild.
perfect. And J Lo shows up in the end, and
That's wild.
Perfect.
yeah, it's perfect. But it's
Just like this movie.
Jack Black. Jack Black is the draw, and I think he's the draw in this movie too. And I mean, you guys may disagree with me, but I think Jack Black is the draw for the Mario movie.
You mean $5 billion Chris Pratt ain't the man?
No. To reiterate, Chris, you're not welcome on the show.
It's gonna be really sad when
When he's sitting here,
yeah, it's gonna be really sad when he's on the show.
When your relationship on the show is ended and Chris Pratt is filled
and
with
I'm just knocking on the glass window and it's raining. I'm like,
The sad music's playing.
I already called the cops.
go away. He doesn't like you, Grayson.
I'm not.
Yeah, it's okay. So I think
All right.
okay, so we can shut it down. So final thoughts on Mario then.
Let me go first.
All right.
I think I'm the highest one here on it, and I'm okay with that. So like, there's good and bad in this movie. I don't like that. You good?
Yep.
Okay. I don't like that this is more Peach's movie than the Mario Brothers movie. I don't like that this movie goes on this crazy, absolutely out of this world, just unexplained story adventure for all of our characters involved, and it all just kind of happens. I don't like that. It's not what I want out of this movie. I agree with you on that, 100%, Grayson. I like those are the things I probably highlight that I don't like. I don't like that this movie just is in every direction. I do like that this movie was a blast for my kids, for all the kids in the theater that were there. I love that this movie is bright. I love the way that they brought this entire Nintendo world to life. There's a lot of times that products we love get movies made for it, and they completely miss the mark. And we hate that. We talk about how it sucks, how we don't have people that are passionate behind it. This movie doesn't have that problem, and I will forever be grateful that this movie feels like a Nintendo movie, and I'm all for that. I'll be happy if I get 7 more of these that are just as bad story-wise, but just as fun and bright and feel like Nintendo. I'm down with it for that reason.
Okay, so you guys heard my audible gasp a moment ago.
I did, yeah.
Okay, let me expound on what that gasp was. Before the release of this movie, how much money do you think Chris Pratt movies have made at the box office? Because now I know.
Oh, okay. 'Cause you said $5 billion man, so That's what prompted that for you.
That's low.
And these are just all the movies added up that he was in.
Yeah.
That he has a placard.
Oh, I mean, he's got so many. Oh, Jesus. It's got to be 10.
Grayson, would you like to venture a guess?
12 billion.
14.1 before this movie.
Jeez.
There's a new Mr. Midas,
Yeah.
and it's your boy,
He's
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt is top 5 all time in box office draw.
He's been doing it for like what, 11 years, maybe?
Pathetic. God. I cannot believe Chris Pratt has bigger box office draw than Chris Evans. Well, it's all just what you're cast into. So sure.
Again, though, dude's got an agent.
He does.
That dude is getting paid.
Yeah, it's good. Good for Chris Pratt. I mean, I'm happy.
I can do movies like Mercy, not give a single shit.
No.
Correct.
Okay, so my final thoughts on this movie is the movie's fine. It's just not a good story. Looks awesome. Had a decent time with it. I made the joke to the guys, next time I go to one of these movies, I'm going to take a whole bunch of drugs.
Good.
You just sit there and just be like, yes.
Bowser Jr. parts will go hard.
They will. They will.
Dude, I couldn't imagine the stars.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Roger thinks he's doing this. He's actually naked running through the theater.
Shirts off.
Perfection.
The cops can't catch him.
Movie's fine.
Yeah.
It is.
My final thought is it's a fine fan service movie. If you're expecting any kind of story at all, you got
Yes,
you're in the wrong movie. But if you're a Mario fan, this is where you want to be, and maybe a few times. So there's so much going on at all times. I can use the Rick McCallum, the interview for the Plinkett episode 1 is there's so much going on. The stream is so dense. It's just there's so much going on with the colors, and it really is a great fan. I didn't even recognize. I'm sure, Chris, you recognize more than I did, but like I played more. I just not nowhere near as big a fan as most people. But
I like that they don't jam it down. Like they don't jam the memory berries down your mouth though. Like
they just put them there and then they go away from.
Yeah, like they don't like hard camera to some stuff. Like there's things happening everywhere, and they're just like if you miss it, that's fine. Like Yoshi does his patented air run from Smash.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Like he does, and like it doesn't like camera shows you. It's like at a weird angle that you could miss, and it's like I appreciate that they're not like it's full of call outs, but it's not like hey, look at this call out, look at this call out. They don't do that, and there's a little bit of respect there for that because there's been properties we've seen where it's like hey, look at all this stuff we're gonna show you that we know you want to see.
You guys want to know who the highest grossing actor is? Because it's going to shock you.
It's no longer The Rock. I think Chris Pratt passed him up with that.
I don't want to.
Rock's not even top 10. It's somebody you're no guesses at all.
Who's the number one?
Who is in more than because he's in the Pratt's in Jurassic World. He's in the Marvel.
You're missing the other. You're missing the other big franchise. It's
your
franchise. It's your franchise, buddy.
Oh, it's probably Avatar.
It's Zoe Saldana.
Oh, she's in
also
Marvel.
Okay,
And Avatar.
Yeah.
Good for Zoe. I'm glad someone's
yeah.
I was shocked.
Avatar alone has brought her up to like 7 or 8, right?
Yep.
2.6, 2.7, 2.6, and 1.4, whatever that is. We only know because we just looked at them.
Yeah.
So 7.5.
Yeah, that alone. Plus all the Marvel stuff.
It's amazing that like the Marvel things impact that much.
Yeah.
It's like it's not a small impact Marvel's had. It's massive.
Scarlett Johansson's number 2.
Oh my god. It's not from that movie The Perfect Score either, I'll tell you, where they cheat on the SATs.
They're not.
All right. Well, let's
get us
wrap
out
her
of
up.
here.
Let's wrap her up. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining me for this discussion.
I learned stuff today.
In the Super Mario Galaxy movie of episode 76, Post Credits Podcast, a show where we are lucky enough to talk about movies with you if you listen to this episode on an audio-only service, such as Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and Podbean. Feel free to head over to YouTube. See us there also. Turn us on while you're doing homework. Turn us on while you're playing Mario. Whatever it is you people do, like and subscribe, smash those buttons. Thank you for joining us. Grayson, Roger, and Chris, and we'll see you next week for a film we haven't quite settled on yet.
Some movie will be talked about in some capacity next week. Yes?
Yeah.
Agreed?
Man,
agreed.
Yoshi's tongue was doing work in that movie.
Bottom. That's my favorite sound of Mario.
One more time?
Bottom.